Hi, Kipsbury College Prep parents. We wanted to do a quick data overview video with you all to help you understand the data that you will be receiving or have already received in regards to your student. So here we have a data oversheet that you will receive. The first part tells you how your students did in the previous year. So whatever test that they took last year in the year of 2017 and 2018 school academic year, this tells you how they perform. Masters is the highest performing, meets is on grade level, and approaches means that you're below grade level, but you still would have passed. The other achievement level that you can receive is not yet. That means that they did not pass the STAR test last year. The next part of this academic cover sheet is the MAP progress. So we take MAP 3 times a year, the beginning of the year and the middle of the year. At the beginning of the year, the students will receive a certain score. If there's anything missing, that means that they did not take the test. Whatever their score is in white, you can compare it to the goal for the year. So at the beginning of the year, the 8th grade goal for reading is to be at 217 and for math 226. So this particular person is above the beginning of the year goal for math in 8th grade. At the middle of the year, here are the goals for the middle of the year, and this is where that person is at the middle of the year. So we can clearly see that reading goal has been exceeded as well. The last part, before we get to the resources that are available to you, the last part is the interim assessment progress. So we take interim assessment 3 times this year. The first time was taken at the beginning of the year, around September. The second test was taken in December, so that's about half of the year. And their third test will be taken the week of February the 25th through the 28th. Here you can see the current performance level for each interim assessment based on the latest interim assessment. So this is only the performance level at interim assessment 2. Here you can see by percentage if the student inclined or declined. For example, this particular student declined on their math interim assessment, and that can be expected because the test is different and sometimes they test different things every year. As well as you can see inclines. So for example, in ELA, this student went up to 75%, and in both cases are approaches, and here, not yet. Note that this test will be taken one more time in the week of February the 25th. This is an 8th grade overview, but for 5th grade, they will take math, ELA, and science. For 6th grade, they will take math, ELA, and science. And for 7th grade, they will take math, ELA, science, and writing for interim assessments only. The last set of data you'll see here is what does this mean? There are resources that we pay for your child to access daily or weekly, however frequently you want them to access it, but it's already paid for and they already have logins. For the Snowflake Challenge, we sent out all the logins for Think Through Math, or Imagine Learning is the new name for it, iStation, which helps with reading support, and STEM Scopes, which helps with science support. There are additional resources that you can look into that are free of charge. iExcel does have a limit on the daily usage. However, there are free, you can do about 10 questions free every day, and 10 is better than none. Expect to receive this along with the next report that we will send out that'll tell you even more specifically how far your child was from being successful. So here you'll see a points away letter. The points away letter explains how your student is progressing towards grade level. Grade level is the gray area and above. Here, if there's a negative, that means that your child was one question away from being at approach in this case. If it's a positive, that means your child was above approaches by 4 questions and 5 questions in this case. Here we get to the next level. For the STAR Math, this child was 13 questions away from being at grade level. 5 here. And here for science, they're saying they're on grade level. History, they're a little bit above grade level. And as we transfer to masters, we'll see how far they are from being above grade level and how many questions that represents on each test. 8th grade takes the most tests. So you'll see more data for 8th, which is why we use 8th for this example. But you'll see less tests as it pertains to each grade level. And we'll only give you the tests that you need to focus on that are related to your child's grade level. So here you'll see exactly how far your child is off. Negative represents how much more they need. Positive means that they are headed in the right direction and they are above. 0 means they're right there. Last but not least, we had a few announcements that were given out on our STEAM Day. Just note that we have a challenge going on from February the 1st through the 18th. It's the I Am Challenge for Black History. If you complete 2, 4, 6, 8, or 10 lessons, they have a chance to enter a basketball, either to participate in it or actually attend, or a cheer competition for March Madness. That March Madness actual basketball tournament will either be February the 29th based on how many people we have to show out, and for sure March 1st. Also, check out all the other dates that's happening in our sports and arts and academics that's coming up. Make sure that your child is registered between February the 4th and February the 28th. You should have received an email or a text. As a parent of a KIPster, I received both. If you did not receive that, please check with the front office. And last but not least, we have some cultural things happening on campus. Please make sure that you encourage your student to participate in our cultural things that we're doing, as well as themselves beef up their academics with participating in our challenges. Thank you so much. If you have any questions about what's happening at KSCP or how to read the data that's going to be sent home, please contact one of your academic leaders. And if it's something that's dealing with registration, contact the front desk. If it's anything that's dealing with our culture, please contact Ms. Ogunswada.